Good demand for Bankia shares as the Spanish state sells 7.5% in the bank. Let's get Breakingviews' take on this. Pierre Briançon joins me. Your headline, Pierre, is the sale is better for morale than finance. What do you mean by that?
Yes, we mean that the state is still very far from recouping its investment, or it's the bailout, the money poured into Bankia.
Was that 22 million?
More than 22 poured between 2012 and 2013. You remember the big drama around Bankia and the Spanish banking system in general. European Eurozone-led bailout, but first of all, it's a tale about the Spanish recovery. Investors eager to buy into the Spanish recovery, and explains why demand was twice as much as expected. Second, of course, an investment into what Bankia's management has done, and the really incredible steps they have taken to take the bank out of its trouble. So the bank is improving its market share, improving its loans situation. It has front-loaded the targets because, of course, the bailout came with European conditions attached. It will meet all the targets ahead of time, and so the bank is really on track to a very sound.
And symbolic, you think, of the Spanish?
It is definitely symbolic of what markets want to believe about Spain nowadays, which is the country is getting out of the trouble and the banking system is getting better. But there are still risks ahead because part of the Bankia situation, the bank is trading 1.5 book, which is above Santander, for example, yesterday, as of yesterday. Risks are, it's still very much, profits are still very much based on the carry trade, on the sovereign bond thing. So when it turns around, if the Spanish recovery isn't as strong as expected, then markets feeling might change. And you have to remember, the current stake, the state's stake is now worth around 12 billion euros, still far from the 22 billion. So it's good for Spanish morale, it's good for the bank's morale, it shows that the bank is on the right track. It doesn't mean that the Spanish taxpayer will recoup its money.
Worth taking a look at the share price that you've got up on your screen here. I don't know if we can see that, Tom, but we're up about 29%. So far this year.
Yeah, it's tripled since last summer. So it's an amazing, again, the market sentiment towards Bankia has preceded the recent placement.
And now the state owns what, about 68-69%, and they don't want to sell any more than 18%.
No, because it would probably trouble market. You don't want to dump a big stake on markets. So the reason they've said from the beginning they would not sell more than 18%. They have to remain involved and have to make sure that they're. Of course, you cannot sell at any price. And again, the concern here is the Spanish taxpayers' money.
Okay, but just to finish up with, as this starts, this sale, a thumbs up from Breakingviews from what we've seen so far in terms of morale, in terms of the symbolism in Spain.
The stake is nicely sized, is just the right size, not enough to traumatize the market, but to show that it's a vote of confidence. So overall, a good operation.
Very good. Pierre, many thanks for that. Pierre Briançon from Breakingviews. If you want to watch our US show, 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 GMT, I'm Axel Twelfall. This is Reuters.